Hi,
Hi,
Kivonshe.
Artjom. Hi, Petro. How are you doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
I
Good
hope I
yourself.
pronounced, please correct me if I pronounced your name wrong.
Yeah,
Same here,
but-
please. Please correct us.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
you were fine. You were fine.
Okay.
Uh,
How are you guys doing today?
we're doing great, I guess. I'm in New York. I'm just still enjoying the snow. So yeah. What about you? Where are you zooming from?
Snowed in Delaware, so
Ooh,
same.
nice. Very cool.
Nice.
Well, let's talk about ponies really quickly. First of all, I love your characters so much because they are like the direct opposite of one another. Yet they're connected by Nadia. We'll call her that for the sake of who she introduced herself as to you all.
Mhm.
But also, we later find out that they're connected through Sasha's sister. So it feels like the way you all meet in the beginning is like an accident, but it turns into an inevitability. So how did you guys like prepare what that relationship would look like going from keeping your identities from one another and then what you end up finding out?
Can you repeat the last part? Sorry, I couldn't quite hear
How
you.
did you prepare as your roles progress from like trying to keep a secret about
Right.
knowing the other and then how it all converged in the end?
Oh,
Oh, so you think we knew? You say
yeah.
we knew each other?
I
That's what
don't. I
you
don't. I don't
say,
think we knew
Kivonshe?
that. I think it was like a
I
big
don't.
reveal to us as well.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
yes, I think so. Yeah, and it's especially at the end there's a scene where Sasha wears the sweater with a pin with a KGB pin, and he says, I don't know, this is something that just my sister used to wear. So I don't think he necessarily um knew him. Although it's a very interesting question because I was as a double agent and who worked for KGB. He probably knew of existence of Andrei Vasiliev, and definitely he knew probably of the guy, and he saw him around maybe sometimes. But I think Sasha was such a low profile for KGB for that
Mhm.
standard, low profile a figurine that Andrei Vasiliev probably didn't really pay attention to me. That's how I see it, Artyom. I'm not sure how you see our
I think
relationship.
I completely agree because like if my character would have known your character, I think like the story would have developed like way differently.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
as you guys were reading it, I guess the question would depend on how far in advance you knew what was coming.
Oh, I see.
And
I
if
see.
you if you kind of knew like going into it that that's where the characters were in would end up going.
I see. I see.
Oh,
I
you
see.
see, so you're talking about the arc of the story. Is that
Yes.
what you're asking? Okay.
Yes.
Um, I think, yeah, like often in acting, you have to like obviously you have to learn lines, and then you have to like you have to forget them, so they come out like they come out as you've never known them, or like you have to forget everything around it. And I feel that would be the same like for this story arc in terms of obviously like at least for me, I had to like prepare all of it, and like I had to like realize what is Sasha like to Andre. Like, is he, like, is he really dangerous? Is he really just somebody like that he can like flick off? Is he is that how you say it? Flick off? That sounded weird. That's not how you say that, right? That was a German expression. I'm sorry, guys. It's like that means
I,
something
I
different
learned
in
something
English.
today.
I just realized.
I
Oh, God, sorry about that.
yeah.
My flick off is different, but I will start using that in my everyday speech. Thank you so much.
See, Kivonshe, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh
Kivonshe.
God.
I think yeah, in my situation it was easier because I think Sasha is just trying to be the best version of a human being possible. I think he's just trying to live up to some kind of something like notion of good in the world or notion of honesty. I think this is
Mhm.
something that he tries to live up to. So it was something that's where I was looking. I was trying to dig into that part of his character in order to build the Sasha's character. Yeah.
Well, we'll stay with Sasha a little bit because he's so nervous. So how did you build that anxiety and that anxiousness in him? Like, are you this anxious in real life? Because he was stressing me out.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for that. I think
You should spend a night with Petro, man.
super anxious. Yes, super anxious. No, I'm honestly, I think this anxiety is a part of me as well as a part of Sasha, but maybe Sasha's are pretty extreme. I think it was very easy for me to, as soon as I read that line of one of the characters, is that a snowshoe recruit? Is he always like that? And the other character asks, like what? Like he's having a heart attack, I think. So I think I was like, oh, there's something there. I need to play with that, I need to play. And it's honestly, I think that just like the world that he lived in was constantly very, very anxiety mongering, I would say. It's the world where you had to look back every time and see whether somebody's following you or not. So that propelled the anxiety in my character, and I was there all the time. Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And with Andrei, he's like this big bad. And then we see his relationship unfold with Yuri, and it's like, wait a minute. There's like this empathy that gets yanked from the audience where you're kind of on his side. So for you,
Right.
How was it for that too? Because you had to hide so much with his character as being like the person the CIA wants. And now we're realizing he's getting his strings pulled too. So what was that for you? It's like a double agent.
It was double agent. It was. I mean, I think it's great that the characters are, like so multidimensional, and that you don't. I mean, like you expect a villain that you get in the beginning, and then you kind of like slowly it unfolds like what he really is like, and like what his struggles are, and like that he's really just mid KGB, and that he really struggles for power, and that he has his obstacles, and he's like the way he treats people, he's being treated, So I think it's very important that we do get to see that. And having Nikita on the other side playing Yuri, I mean, that guy is phenomenally talented. And it was, he just like, he came in with such a presence, with such a force that it wasn't that hard to like, kind of like go, oh, okay, you're the boss.
My last question, as we wrap up, I just really wanted to know, like, what was it like with the Russian language being the forefront of all of this? I'm assuming it's your first or second language. No?
It was, so I was born in Russia, so it was my first language, but I grew up in Germany, so I'm like more fluent in German than I am in Russian. So for me, I had to brush up on my Russian. Not like, I mean, I speak it fluently. It was just like, but like the terminology of like KGB and the terminology of the 70s was obviously different. So that was something I had to work on.
Y'all did great. You rarely see that, honestly. When you have like America go to other countries and then like that language is the forefront of it. And so I thought
it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Very incredible. But thank y'all for sitting with me. And this was so fun. And I hope we recover.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you so much, Kivonshe. Thank you so much.
In season 2. So I'm